Everybody, Jermaine Galloway with Tall Cop Says Stop here. I'm back. So we are going to now start to talk about the drug Kratom and also 7-hydroxy. Kratom is what we call a plant-based opioid, if there is such a thing. Parents, an opioid is a painkiller. So Kratom is a plant-based painkiller. Okay, here's the difference though. I can't go buy legally, normal painkillers over the counter in states like Texas, where I live. I can go buy Kratom over the counter. Kratom in some states has no age restrictions. And it is sold in gas stations, smoke shops. I find Kratom in shopping malls in some states. It is sold on the internet, but your kids don't even have to go to the internet to get it. It is readily available. In lower doses, it gives you more energy. In higher doses, it works like a painkiller. This is what Kratom looks like in storefronts. This photo is about 2 weeks old. I just took this picture. I do what we call scans quite a bit where I'm in these stores, and all these little white Borneo, green Borneo, red Hulu, the stuff you see, green Malay, that's all strains of Kratom. There's different strains from the plant. This is a plant that has been ground into a fine powder. Right here, this is what you all see. I tell everyone, if you're in a state where Kratom's legal, you've seen Kratom. Some people call it Kratom, but you've seen Kratom about 500 times. If you're in a state where it's legal, because this stuff is sitting in store windows. We are starting, in my opinion, to see a little more Kratom in the school system, which is, parents, why I'm training you on this. Because if a drug is more available, and for you guys who took my first webinar, where I told you the trifecta, if it's more available, more kids use it. If it's cheaper, more kids use it. So with Kratom, it is relatively cheap. It is very available. And in some cases, they'll flavor it, not always. But the different colors that you see are different strains. This was actually in a shopping mall, kind of in the southwest region of the United States. And in that mall, they had white Mangda, red Mangda, green Mangda. Those are 3 different strains of Kratom being sold over the counter. Just to give you an idea, now you can Google search all this. So I'll leave this slide up briefly. You can Google search all the different colors and different strains of Kratom. It's all out there. There's multiple pages of Kratom that talk a lot about the drug. It's not hard to find information on this drug at all. This is a top drug that is being banned right now, 2026, by various different states. Multiple states are starting to ban Kratom as recently as Tennessee. At the time of me recording this for you, Tennessee is our newest state of banning this drug. Look at stuff like this. Does that look like something that works like an opioid to you? Now, it's Kratom extracts, raspberry jelly. I don't know if that's a jelly or if that's a gummy. I'm guessing it's a gummy. I can't really tell by looking at it, but I don't know. But that's Kratom. You see a different brand of Kratom next to it. There are no FDA regulations on Kratom. No one is testing any of these products. Okay? Which takes us into a drug called 7-hydroxymetrogenine. Now, 7-hydroxymetrogenine derives from Kratom. But then 7-hydroxymetrogenine goes through a chemical process where it's chemically altered, chemically changed. A word we like to use is synthesized. A synthetic drug is a drug that's made by chemists and comes out of a lab. So 7-hydroxymetrogenine is being synthesized and then is being sold. Okay? So with all these brands, now can I speak specifically to all these brands? I cannot. I'm not a chemist. I can't tell you what's in there. I can just tell you in general, it is a chemical process that's altering this. I can't speak to every brand, nor will I, because I don't want to give you any information that I'm not a chemist. So only a chemist or the manufacturer of these drugs know exactly what's in all those packages. You see a bunch of different packages in this photo right here. So I can just tell you these are popular. I see these brands a lot across the country. And 7-hydroxy, I have multiple interviews with people where it is widely known to be a drug that comes out of labs or that is using a chemical process that does alter it. So this is in Texas. This is on a storefront. I mean, we all see all this stuff. This is on a storefront. Okay, this is in a vape cartridge. So 7-hydroxy comes in all these different forms, including vapes, drinkables, all of it. So when we talk about what you can do, there's a couple moving parts with this. First, in general, you need to educate your kids that legal does not mean safe, that herbal does not mean safe, that flavored does not mean safe. That's a mentality that even some of us adults have. Legal means safe. No, it doesn't. Legal means we just haven't banned it yet. So that needs to be some information we need to be training our kids. We need to be educating them. A question, especially with something like this that I get from parents. Well, won't I be teaching them it's there? There is a chance of that. There is a chance of that. But when you look at a drug that can work like an opioid, you have to take that chance sometimes. And here's my philosophy. If you think they're going to figure it out at some point, then teach them on it. If you think my daughter's never going to figure out what this is, then you might not want to share it with her. But the last thing you want is for her to think that was safe when she got it from a friend and try it and you knew about it and never talked to her about it. But again, I can't tell you how to parent. I leave all that up to you guys. Okay, that's a decision you as a parent are going to have to make. But if you need more information, you know how to get a hold of me. Reach out to me. Tall Cop Says Stop. There's my email address, Facebook, X, LinkedIn. Talk to you guys here soon.